Hello, second grade. So if you are watching this video, you might have missed our Zoom call. I know a lot of our friends were testing today, so I just wanted to do this video to go over what we did in math today. So a lot of what we covered included, and let me reach down to pick it up, are good old handy hundreds charts, and we have this very fancy key to the hundreds chart. So we will go over this in just a second. A lot of your assignment today, you have 2 pages that you will be doing in your Go Math book. So these 2 pages have a lot. We work with skip counting by 5, by tens, and by hundreds. And I know that might seem a little intimidating, but we are going to learn how to do it together. So really quick, I want to take a look at our key to the hundreds chart. So our first rule is that if we are moving up on the hundreds chart, that means we are subtracting 10. So if I'm looking at the number 56, there we go. If I look at the 56 and I'm moving up a row, I'm subtracting 10. So when you're moving up or down, you're always only looking in the tens place. Okay? So if I am moving down a row, that means I'm adding 10. So if I go to 34 and I hop down a row, I'm looking at my tens place and I'm seeing that 4. Same if I look at, let's try 17. If I hop down a row, I'm looking in my tens place and I'm noticing that it has gone up by 10. So it changed from 17 to 27. Now I'm going to look at if I'm going left or right. So if I am moving to the left, that means I am subtracting 1. So now, up and down, we look at our tens place. Moving the other way, moving left or right, we're looking at our ones place. So if I look at the number 86, and then I hop over to the left, I am subtracting 1. Notice how our ones place gets smaller by 1. It went from 86 to 85. If I go to the right, I am adding 1 in my ones place. Notice how our tens place isn't changing, it's staying 8. So I have 86, boom, 87, I'm adding 1. So if you are looking for different numbers in here, you can use the surrounding numbers to help you. So if I know I'm looking for a number in the 40s, I know that I need to hop down in my tens column until I find the 4s. So this is my ones column, so I'm going to go 10, 20, 30, 40. This is my row of 40s. And if I know I need to find a number, if I'm looking for 47, I am going to hop over 7 until I find the 7 in the ones place. So 1, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So that is one way to help you find numbers on your number chart if you're having trouble. You start with the tens place and you hop down until you find it. You'll use this first column. So you'll hop down to find your tens place number and then you'll go to the right for your ones place number. So there is our hundreds chart. So what we're going to talk about now is counting by 5s, by 10s, and by hundreds. So if I'm counting by 5, that means I'm hopping up 5 numbers. I'm skip counting. And when we skip count by 5, and I had an example up here. I'm going to rewrite it, I think. So if I am skip counting by 5, what that means, here we go, is that when I have my number, so if I have 30, 45, 50, what I want you to notice now is the ones place. So I'm going to look at the ones place and notice that goes 0, 5, 0. That is our pattern. So whenever you're counting up by 5s, you want to keep that pattern going. So I know my next number needs to end in a 5 because the last number ended in a 0. And I'm going to scooch this over just a little bit. So that means our next number, because our tens place is staying the same for the time being, our next number is 55. Notice that 5. Our next number would be, take a minute and think about it. Our next number is 60. we're just hopping up by 5s. If we are skip counting by 10s, what we're going to do is we are going to look at, and I'll write a few of them, 10, 20, 30, 40. So notice how our 1's place is always a 0, and our 10's place is hopping up by 1 each time because we're adding 10. 10, 20, 30, 40. What comes next? 50. So you are going to hop up and look at your 10's place is what changes. So if I was hopping up at 10 and my first number is 22, let's look at our hundreds chart. I know that to add 10, I go down 1. So if I have 22, my next number is 32. I'm adding 10. And notice how only my 10's place changed. It's very similar for hundreds. So if my first number is 100, I am going to look in the hundreds place. So if I'm adding 100 to 100, my next number is going to be 200. Notice there, I'm looking at the hundreds place. Notice my 10's place and my 1's place are staying the same. So my next number, if we're still following that pattern, our next number is going to be 300. Now I want you to think on your own, what would our next number be? Think about your hundreds place. And just like we did with this, if your number was, let's say, 472, and we're adding by 100s, and I realize that's a little hard to see, there we go. If we're adding by 100s, we're still only looking at this number. We're not changing these two. So our next number would be 572. Really quick, I want to show you, and then we are going to work on your assignment. If I'm counting up by 5s when I already have numbers in the hundreds, so if my number is, let's do 415 is our starting number, and we're counting up by 5s, my next number is 420. My next number, and notice my 5s, or my 1's place, 5, 0. There's our pattern. So our next one is going to end in a 5, 425, and you're going to keep going. Something that can be a little tricky, so I really want you to listen for this one, is if I have the number, let's do 590. Let's say I'm counting up by 5s, or even by 10s. But if I'm counting up by 5s, I'm looking at this number, a 0. So my next number has to end in a 5. 595. But what happens now? Because if I add another 5 to this, and it becomes a 0, can my number, because this will have to become 10, can I have 2 digits in my 10's place? Should my number look like this? What do you think? Hopefully you're shaking your head no. We never have more than 1 digit in one place value. These are my hundreds, 10s, and I'm going to write hundreds, 10s, 1. Okay, so what you're going to do is just like you're using, I'm going to pick it up, your hundreds chart. If I went from 95, I'm going to hop up 5. Ready? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going up by 100. Or, well, not up by 100, but your number is going to change. So 95 would be 100, which means our next number is 600. So your hundreds place in this case is going to change because you hopped up by 5. So on your assignment, you are doing pages 63 and 64 on Seesaw. So you can either do it in your book and upload a picture, or I have the pictures uploaded on Seesaw as well. And I did a video recording for both pages where I walk you through each problem and explain it, and I read each problem to you because I know there are a few harder ones. So I read through each question with you so make sure that you're listening to my video on Seesaw.